Hey you guys, I'm back home. I have looked like this for, I don't know, a while now. I just have been kind of sad, to be honest, and not like my happy, cheerful self. And it's just because there's so much going on right now. There's going to be a lot of changes happening in my life, and it's a little overwhelming. Do you guys see like my regrowth from my hair that fell out when I was pregnant? So I'm back home, as you could see. Been doing a lot of talking with Travis, and you know, if I'm being like super transparent, which I feel like that's just me, right? I feel like I've like built my following on just being like raw and real and honest and unfiltered. And I talk about things that most people don't. And I think the reason that I do that, a lot of people are like, you know, there's things that like don't belong, you know, to be shared publicly, but we share our lives publicly. Like that's like what we do as family vloggers or as vloggers. And Travis and I were vlogging before we even had kids, you know, like this was my job. This has been my job for a very long time. And that's just like what we do. And I don't think that it's fair to only share like the positive, happy stuff, because that's just not reality. You know, a reality is going through marital issues. Like, I'm not the only one, I think, that has those problems. I just think most people don't talk about it because it's not socially accepted to talk about publicly. Like, you're not supposed to do that. Or at least, like, I don't know, where I grew up and like where I'm from, like people just don't do that. And on line, you know, even like with family vloggers, they like portray this like perfect life, and that's just not our reality. And I don't want to only show you guys the highlights. That's not what this channel is. So with that being said, Travis and I have been to counseling. We've been through a lot of therapy together. You know, we've been together a really long time. I was looking for my chapstick because my lips are really dry. Right now, if you're wondering where Travis is, he took the kids to the park so that I can get some work done, because that's one of the things that we like argue about a lot is like, you know, I want, like, there's just so many things. I mean, I can go into like a whole, where's my chapstick? I can go into like a whole video on like the things that we disagree on. But like right now, I really think it'd be so beneficial for Snow to go to like a preschool, to be in like some sort of like activity like dance or gymnastics, where she's like gets out of the house and she's around other kids. And Travis doesn't have, like, Travis's job is to take care of the kids, like as like a job, right? If not, I would hire somebody else to do that. I hear you, Bandit. And so we argue because when I'm trying to like get work done, a lot of the times like I'm taking care of the kids, and you know, they know mom's home, so it's hard because they want to like come hang out with me, they want to help me sew, but like I have, you know, so many things sometimes that I'm trying to get done or do that are important, or like I'm on conference calls, and like just things where it's like unprofessional to have like screaming kids in the background, or like me not being able to hear people talking on the phone. That's like a business call. And so I get really frustrated because I really need that space and like alone time to work and like to concentrate. And you know, I'm taking care of the kids, which is what Travis was supposed to be doing. And don't get me wrong, like I love being home with my babies. I wouldn't trade that for the world. I would never want to have like an office like where I go. I like being home, but I also, you know, there are certain times during the day that I have to do important things, and I will tell Travis like, hey, do you mind just like hanging out with the kids, or like taking them to a park, or like doing something so I can get work done? And he'll say yes, but then like I'll be on the call, and then like Snow will run in screaming because like he upset her. And like it's just that this is just one of the many things that we like argue about. And like sometimes he could be really mean to me, sometimes he could be really mean to the kids, and so we argue over that. Travis, again, my soulmate. We're not getting divorced. I know there's a lot of messages coming in like, are we getting divorced? No, it has not come to that. And, you know, I'm trying my hardest to make it work. He's trying his hardest to be better, you know, and I think what it all boils down to is stress. And like, other people will literally laugh at us when we say we're stressed out, because they're like, you can pay your bills, you like have an awesome job, you have like, you're living your dream life and like your dream house, and you know, like, how could you be stressed out? And I think for everybody, people get stressed out over different things, you know, like different things stress different. Like for me, for instance, I get really stressed out like if I have a lot of work to do and I'm behind, like that stresses me out. Travis gets stressed out over things that are things, in my opinion, or things that wouldn't stress me out. Does that make sense? So like, if Storm is like, if he's trying to feed Storm and he's holding him and Storm starts wiggling, Travis gets very stressed out. The kids will start crying, Travis gets very stressed out. So like, Travis is just very stressed all the time, and it's hard to be around that. He gets very like negative, and I like my me as a person, like it's really hard for me to be around negative people because I'm very like sensitive to people's energies and like emotions, and so I like feel what they're feeling, if that makes sense. And so then I get stressed out even though I'm not stressed, because I'm picking up his stress and feeling his stress. I don't know if that makes any sense at all, but like I feel what other people are feeling. So like, say for instance, my sister is upset over something and she's crying, like I will start crying and get upset because I like feel her pain. It's very weird. I don't know like why I'm like this, but because I'm like this, it's hard for me to be around Travis because I feel what he's feeling and it's not good. And I want to help him, and I want to like, you know, I love him. He's my soulmate. Like, you know, but it's just like, I don't know. He used to not be like this. Like we had kids and now like things are very different and he's very different. And like, I don't know how to like help him. I have said like, go on a trip with the guys, go snowboarding, go surf, go do this, go do that. But he's like also really controlling when it comes to the kids and what they're eating and who they're around. Like he won't even let the kids be by themselves with like certain family members. And so it's been a battle, and we're trying to work through it, but it's difficult, and we're going through a rough patch, and I really needed time away from him. I think the kids could use time away from him, and so going to my mom's was really, really nice. Like I was so much happier there, and I know that sounds really bad, but like it's just the truth. Again, I love Travis. I really want to make this work. I really want to see him happy again, because I feel like he's not happy. I just feel like he's stressed all the time. There's so many things I'm leaving out. This is just like some of the things that we've talked about in our okay sharing online, or that I guess I should say he's okay sharing online. So I know a lot of people are like, oh my god, you just sit here bash your husband, but like I'm not. We discuss everything before we publicly share things, and you know, we are okay with sharing these parts of our lives because we share majority of our life online, and so this is just part of it, you know. But with that being said, I am back home now. I feel very stressed all over again, and I just like, I honestly, you guys, I don't know what to do, and I'm like, I almost like I'm on the verge of tears right now, because like I feel like I've changed my life around. I worked so hard to have these kids. Like I wanted kids so bad. I know Travis wanted kids, like, you know, and I finally have gotten to a point in my life where I've never been happier, and like I have everything I could have ever dreamed of. and you're supposed to be like happy when you have that, and I feel like Travis is like ruining it for me. And I know that sounds so bad, but like I just want him to be happy so that we can all be like a happy family. And I just like, I don't know what else to do. Like I've tried so hard, I've tried so many things. I don't know what else to do, guys. We have talked about, so a lot of people are saying like, how are you going to, if you guys are like having problems now in a huge house, like why in the world would you ever want to get into a small space like an RV where you're like stuck with him in a small space for like a long period of time? And that's a really good question. And I totally understand where you come from. I would think the same thing. But the thing about that is that Travis and I were so happy in the RV when we were traveling. I've never seen Travis happier in my life, actually. He was so happy when we were traveling. And I think there's a lot of factors that play into that. I worked a lot less when we were in the RV. And so I was able to like be more hands-on and hang out with them more, and like with the kids, I mean, and like help him out with the kids. So, and the thing is also is like, I told him like, please go get a job outside the house. I will hire someone to take care of the kids. I will work part-time and you can work part-time, and we can take turns. I mean, like I've tried all kinds of solutions to try to help like make this work and make everybody happy. But he doesn't want to do that because he doesn't want someone else raising his kids. Like I said, he's very like controlling in that sense, where and very like particular and weird about a lot of things. So again, he didn't always used to be like this. As he's gotten older, it's gotten worse. I've begged him to go to therapy just on his own. I think he would highly benefit from being on some sort of like a Zoloft or medication, but Travis is so health conscious that he would never put pharmaceuticals in his body, even if that meant saving his marriage. So like that is not a bridge we will ever probably cross. But the whole RV thing, I really want to give that a try because I feel like that might be the one thing that makes everything better. And if it doesn't, and if it gets bad or worse, then we will just come home. You know, like it's not like we're going to be stuck. So that's kind of like where we're at right now. That's kind of like a life update of what's going on with our marriage, our relationship. We're not getting divorced, so I just want to make that very clear again. We're just going through a hard time like in our relationship, and this has happened before many times and we've worked through it. And you know, but you know, marriage is not easy. There's gonna be bumps in the road, you know, and then there's you know, reasons why I would leave the marriage, but we haven't got there yet. So I'm hoping that taking this RV trip across country for a year or longer and traveling and being on an adventure like with the kids and you know, hopefully that helping with his stress levels and him and his happiness, I'm really hoping that that is going to make things better and save our marriage. So pray for us. And I just also want to say thank you very much to everybody that left nice and encouraging comments on the video where I said that we were leaving him, because that was not easy for me to do. I thought I was going to get completely thrashed in the comment section, but surprisingly you guys were so kind to me, and I just want to say I really appreciate that. It really means a lot. And I appreciate you guys giving me a safe space to be able to share these things that are not easy to share. So thank you for that. I don't know if you've noticed, I've been vlogging a lot more often than I said I was going to do, and it's because this is my therapy, like talking to you guys and like creating and making videos, and like this is very helpful for me and my like sanity and mental health. So thank you. And yes, I will continue to keep posting as much as I can. We are definitely going to be filming our RV adventures and journey. Some of you guys had asked if we plan on vlogging that like we did before, and absolutely, I've never been more inspired than I was when I was traveling to create videos for you guys. So I will definitely be doing that. And I'm trying to think what else, if there's anything else to catch you. Oh yeah, so I had posted on my Instagram stories that I was decluttering the house and like getting rid of almost everything I own, and people thought we were getting a divorce because I said that, but really it's because we are trying to plan on going on this RV adventure, and because my husband and I's marriage feels like it's falling apart, I really want to get in the RV as soon as possible because I feel like it's like the last thing that's going to save us. And so in order to do that, we really have to declutter and get rid of a lot of our stuff. And so I've been putting it all on Poshmark, and I was telling everybody that whatever the price is that you see on there, you can always make an offer. You don't have to do the price that I put it at, if that makes sense. So if you can't afford that, but you can afford something lower, feel free to make an offer. And then I'm also going to be like constantly posting daily more stuff on Posh, so keep checking back. Poshmark, in case you don't know, I'm really sorry because it's only for the US. Oh, hold on, it's telling me I'm going. Okay, sorry. What I was saying is it's only for the US, but if you haven't already signed up on Poshmark, if you do sign up, when you sign up, if you use code Channon16, you get $10 once you make your first purchase or sell your first item, and I also get $10. So you don't get the money until you like get your first item or something. So yeah, anyway, just wanted to share that in case any of you guys don't already have Poshmark. It's like a free app where you can buy and sell stuff. It's really cool. I've been using it like before I even started YouTube. It's been a long time. So anyway, all right, I think I'm gonna stop there. But yeah, thank you guys for being here. Oh, and also a lot of people were asking about my Etsy shop. Everything's sold out. Thank you guys so much. You guys have no idea how much that means to me, because I don't have like a whole team, or like it's not like manufactured. What I make is everything handmade by me, like no one else. And so I only make little small batches here and there, and then I post them on my Etsy shop. And people were asking if I was planning on restocking, and yes, definitely we're gonna restock. So just keep checking back weekly, because I never know like when I'm gonna post. Okay, well, I think that's it for now. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for being so supportive. I love you guys so much. I'm sending you all my love and all my positive energy, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.